Check out our Instagram page at And the 90s Pod. We've been working really hard to post supplemental videos to these podcasts so that you can...
There's a lot of cool stuff up there.
Yeah, so you can see what we're talking about, not just listen to it.
Yeah, get some clips of maybe some outtakes, some audio clips. There's just going to be a whole bunch of fun stuff up there. Check it out, and on with the show.
You've got mail.
Do you remember the 90s?
Come on, Uncle Phil, this is the 90s, man.
Man, it's the 90s. It's hammer time. Come on.
It's the 90s, remember? Microchips, microwaves, faxes, airphones.
Ma, it's the 90s. You can call it what it is.
Yada, yada, yada.
I can be anything I want to be. It's the 90s.
What, are you nuts? This is the 90s. We're gonna sue you.
Wake up and smell the 90s.
Hello, do you remember me? No, I'm sorry. I was in here yesterday. You wouldn't wait on me? Oh, you work on commission, right? Yes. Big mistake. Big. Huge. I have to go shopping now.
What are we talking about today, David?
Well, I would maybe have a little bit of a problem figuring it out if it wasn't for the on-the-nose musical needle drop at the end. Mm-hmm. I believe we were talking about America's sweetheart, Julia Roberts.
Yay!
The other redhead in my life.
That's right. Well, you do have two at home.
That's true.
Yes. She was America's favorite girl next door, starlet for the ages, pretty woman eternally, Julia Roberts.
Hell yeah, especially coming right into the 90s. She was hot right at the beginning.
The 90s were very, very, very good for her. Let me give you first a little bit of an overview of her. She was born in Georgia in 1967, so she was basically in her 20s, very early 30s in the 1990s. Her brother is also an actor named
Eric Roberts.
And do you know her niece's name?
Emma?
Emma Roberts, correct.
Hot damn.
Yep. And she was the highest paid actress during the 1990s and half of 2000s. She's the first actress to get a $20 million payday.
Oh, wow. So she Jim Carrey'd it.
4 years after Jim Carrey did.
Still.
Yes. Yes. Can you think of her very, very earliest films? So we're talking late 80s.
Was Steel Magnolias in the 90s?
Yes. Steel Magnolias, starring Dolly Parton, Sally Field, Shirley MacLaine was in that.
Was Olivia Dukakis in that?
Olivia Dukakis.
The Southern Belle, Olivia Dukakis.
Yeah, all of them. So that was her first big popular role, and she did get an Oscar nomination for that.
I think it's come to mind now. Mystic Pizza.
Mystic Pizza.
That was a real breakthrough.
Was a breakthrough. Also, Satisfaction. Those were early films.
Satisfaction?
Yeah, there's a movie called Satisfaction.
That's the cheap DVD one you can buy in the Walmart $2 bins. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is a little bit embarrassing. I have not seen Steel Magnolias, even though it was one of my dad's favorite films because my dad loved Shirley MacLaine.
And he was a elderly German man, so obviously his favorite film was one of his favorite
Shirley MacLaine
films.
was also in Steel Magnolias. She was the one that I forgot to say. It's not an unrelated fact. Have you seen Steel Magnolias?
I have.
You have? And what did you think of it?
It was fine. I saw it when I was a young teenage boy, so I don't think I got out of it what I think most people were getting.
Yeah.
I was not in touch with my inner woman.
I mean,
at that point.
effectively, she was a young bride, correct? She did
Yes.
young bride for...
There was a lot of female dynamic going on in that film that I was not clued into.
It was what you might call a woman's film.
It was a perennial cable movie. I caught it a lot in bits and pieces.
Yeah. Are there... I need to see it. Are there any men in that movie that are of any note?
There's a lot of pretty funny tall guys in that film. I'm sure there's probably a pre-success Dermot Mulroney in it or something as a boyfriend, but I wasn't looking for chins and
I think he
googly
showed
eyes
up
back then.
No, you know what? It wasn't Dermot Mulroney. It was Dylan McDermott.
It's like they were the Chris's of our day. The
It's
Chris
true.
Pratt
It's
or Chris Evans.
Tom Skerritt was in it. I don't think he had his creepy mustache, though. So now, I mean, we might as well just talk about the main film that
we're in the 90s now.
Yeah. So that was 1989. She got an Oscar nomination She won a Golden Globe.
For Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, Best
really?
Supporting.
She got an Oscar nomination for
Yeah.
Steel Magnolias.
And she won a Golden Globe.
Good thing we brought that up. Jeez, that
Yeah.
is a fact not known to me whatsoever. No.
No, she hasn't been nominated a ton, but she did get nominated for that. So, I mean, that probably propelled her like right into the A-list. So, Pretty Woman was a film about a
rich person who hires a prostitute to be his I guess to hang for like a weekend. Yeah.
It's basically it's built on the trope of hooker with a heart of gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Directed by Frank Marshall. Not Frank Marshall.
Gary Marshall.
Gary Marshall.
Gary Marshall of Beaches fame.
Of Beaches fame
Yeah.
and then Princess Diaries fame later on in his career as well.
Yeah, no, I mean he did some great stuff, and this was incredibly successful. Initially, it was titled 3000.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Is that how much he paid for her for the weekend?
So $3,000, and she was very excited about it.
Do you have the math there for inflation in front
No,
of
I
you?
don't have the inflation math, but I think that in the movie they may have mentioned how much that was per hour.
I should just
Her
insert.
friend may have
I should
mentioned
insert inflation bot right here. Just some
Do
like
it.
robot voice. Inflation bot. How much would that be?
Well, David, the cost for a $3,000 prostitute in 1990 would now be $7,480 in the year 2025.
A lot of young actresses of the time auditioned for it, but initially it was a much darker story about like capitalism and like the real life of women who sell their bodies. And
Right up until maybe like the mid 90s, they were still making films that were just like, they would never touch this subject matter. There's no
Oh
way
my
to
God,
make this a
no.
romantic comedy
this
whatsoever.
is a comedy about a prostitute.
And it doesn't like pull punches on some of it. Have you
No.
watched it lately?
I watched it a couple days ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what I put on while I was doing
It does
this.
go to some kind of dark places at times.
It 100% does. Yeah. It also is sort of a very significant cultural touchstone. There's still constant references to various parts of it, specifically the like makeover scenes. And that was the scene that we played at the very beginning. Earlier on in the film, she needs clothes because she's wearing her streetwalker outfits, and she needs some fancy clothes to go to events with this man. And the women at the boutiques on Rodeo Drive reject her completely. And then later they have the concierge, played by Hector Elizondo. He makes a phone call and gets her to a different boutique, and they treat her beautifully, and she does remarkably well, and she buys all kinds of great new clothes. And it's a wonderful, beautiful montage of the joy of buying things.
It's really funny though, if we're trying to educate the Ute, the Utes would understand like Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
Hector Elizondo basically plays the same role.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
There's even like a full-on
Makeover scene. Yeah.
in that, which is kind of almost a tribute to what he did in Pretty Woman.
It's similar, yeah. It's the Pygmalion aspect of both films.
Yeah.
Sort of turning someone who is less than into something notable or significant.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were in some corporate boardroom and said, they pitched it as Pretty Woman, but for high school.
Minus the hookers.
And she's a princess instead,
Right.
That's the surprise reversal.
Yeah. And instead of Richard Gere, we have Julie Andrews.
So we hadn't mentioned that the man who
Is
the rich
Richard
guy
Gere.
is Richard Gere.
Yeah. Who's a very, very, very popular actor in particularly the 80s.
Yeah,
And
from
through the 90s,
American Gigolo,
American Gigolo,
was his big breakthrough role. Mm-hmm. The reason why it worked and it didn't work was everyone wanted to sleep with Richard Gere, but also that Richard Gere would have to pay someone to sleep with him.
Right. That sort of ridiculous concept.
I don't want you to get too excited. It's only on loan.
Oh, it's a very famous clip. You even
Very
see it in the
famous.
Oscar scenes. It's a scene where Richard Gere is kind of making her over, and then the final coup de grace is he pulls out this box, opens it, and it's got this beautiful necklace. And right as she reaches in, he playfully snaps it shut.
I'm pretty sure that was an improv scene.
That moment right there cemented her as like the sweetheart, because her reaction and that giggle that you hear is just next level.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah, I mean, there is something to be said for her smile. I watched some clips on like, talk shows and stuff the last couple days, and she does have a remarkable smile that sort of, it's enormous, but it's also very like fetching.
some may call it a Mona Lisa smile.
Oh my God. We'll get there. No, we won't. That was in the 2000s.
Now, the one thing that we have to tell people is that Pretty Woman was not just a success. This is a blockbuster.
Yeah.
I think it easily was one of the
It was one of the top of the year.
of the year.
Yeah.
And the people that think romantic comedies now don't even get put in the theaters. But
It's true.
It really is. I wouldn't say it's a dead genre, but this is.
It's a small genre. So
Yeah.
it's something that plays on TV good enough. So in order to save money, you put it on TV. But it doesn't bother me. It doesn't age poorly. It's pretty superficial in turn. Like, it doesn't go into what her real life is like. It is very fairy tale.
Yeah.
And if you watch it as fairy tale, it's kind of okay, because fairy tales are really dark when you think of the larger story of many of them, if not most fairy tales. The performances are delightful, and there's tons of great like secondary actors in it, like Hector Elizondo and Jason Alexander's in it, and Carla Gugino, I think, plays her friend.
So where does this take her? What's her? She's got a blank check now. Where's she go?
Flatliners.
Oh man, I like Flatliners.
Okay, tell me about Flatliners. I haven't seen Flatliners.
Today's a good day to die.
Flatline.
30 seconds to go.
Can you recall any specific emotion or sensation?
No, but there's something out there.
Flatliners is a film. I wouldn't say it's good, but I think it's got an interesting. Do you know the premise of Flatliners?
Is she brain dead or something?
No. It's a bunch of medical students, and they decide to understand death by actually dying and then coming back.
I see.
But then something comes back with them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Julia Roberts probably gets lost in the film.
Yeah.
But she meets who during she's making Flatliners?
Should I know that?
You should know that.
I should. Let's see.
Because she ends up being engaged to.
Well, I know all of those.
Because she meets Kiefer Sutherland on Flatliners, I believe.
Right.
And she ends up becoming engaged.
So, okay. Well, let's go there.
So it was worth it.
Let's do the dating history of Julia Roberts.
Okay.
So, Kiefer Sutherland, 1991, engaged. Can you name anyone else
Oh, that she was engaged to?
that she had notable relationships with in the 90s?
I mean, the only other one that I know is the what's his name, the luckiest man in the world, Lyle Lovitz.
Lyle Lovett. That's right. They met on The Player.
He actually took it across the finish line. They got
Yeah,
married.
They got married. They were married for a couple years, 93 to 95.
But what's some of the? I know she has a couple. She's been with a lot of the pretty boys of Hollywood.
Yes, she has. So in the late 80s, she was with Liam Neeson.
No
Did you know
way.
that? Yeah.
No.
Yep. Dylan McDermott, 1990,
Sounds right.
engaged.
Oh.
Then Kiefer Sutherland, 1991, engaged. Jason Patrick, 1992.
Okay. I do remember Jason Patrick. Yes.
Now, what's the deal? Are you dating this Matthew Perry guy?
I am dating this Matthew Perry guy. Well, funnily enough. Oh, thank you, Mom. Okay, here's the thing. First of all, I have to say I like fruit. I just have to say that.
Story goes weird.
So that was her and David Letterman?
That was her on David Letterman, yeah, talking about.
Just announcing that she was dating Matthew Perry?
It was in the tabloids already.
I
So,
see.
I mean, he asked the question. She just didn't give it up.
And then she decided, her PR person said, just pivot. And one of her little bullets in her chamber was cut to I like fruit.
Yeah. No, I mean,
That was a
it's,
hard left turn.
no, she's not avoiding the topic. The topic is pretty much everywhere. It seemed like such an odd pairing.
Well, that's what comes with a woman, obviously. I mean, some men possibly, but women, when they're under the microscope and they become super famous, it's like all the tabloids care about is who are you dating?
Well, exactly. But also sort of the status level of her being a big time movie star this was like 96, 97. And Matthew Perry was only in the second season of Friends.
Oh, Friends was already on at this point.
Well, yeah, she was on the Super Bowl episode. Like Friends did really well the first season. And then the second season, they really wanted to blow it up. And so they played it as the episode after the Super Bowl.
Okay.
On, I guess, NBC at the time. And so they had big stars on that episode, and Julia Roberts was one of them.
Oh, man. So my disclosure, but the audience doesn't know. I could count on my hand how many Friends episodes I've watched. So,
well, this one had Julia Roberts. Do you remember her dating Benjamin Bratt?
I do remember her.
She dated Benjamin Bratt from Law and Order for 4 years.
No, they dated for a while, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who she eventually ended up with?
No, you mean currently now?
Well, yeah, actually still now.
Okay, so not in the 90s. So I don't know. He's just like a non-Hollywood guy, right?
No, he's a Hollywood guy. He's just a non-actor.
Okay.
His name is Danny Moder.
Moder,
Moder.
Okay.
And he's a cinematographer. He did the Mexican, the movie that she made in the early 2000s
Gore
with Brad Pitt.
Verbinski.
Yeah. She seems very happy in that relationship, or at least they're together. There's not, we don't really have tabloids anymore. I mean, I guess we have social media, but nobody really talks about Julia Roberts and her love life.
I believe the big thing, and you might be getting here, is she was working on Hook with Steven Spielberg. Mm-hmm. She played Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
And apparently, do you know the behind the scenes on the making of that?
No, not specifically.
Okay, so you've seen Hook. Hook was in a Robin Williams episode.
Yeah.
She basically does not interact with any single person on the set because
Right,
she's Tinkerbell and she's on these
on a green screen.
She's on a green screen or in these very fake sets to make her look small, large sets. And her relationship with Kiefer Sutherland is just falling apart, and she is not showing up to set. And Spielberg is furious with her. Everyone on the set is outraged. She basically can't be fired because they have already shot most of her stuff.
Also, she's Julia Roberts.
And she's Julia Roberts.
A draw.
She was a big star. When we first started the film, she was dating Kiefer Sutherland.
What? Lost Boys?
Yeah. And a matter of fact, the first time I saw her, we were coming to set and she was yelling at the guy at the front in the Tinkerbell outfit. And Kiefer Sutherland had their two dogs with him. Yeah. They wouldn't let him on the lot. And it looked like she was kind of firing him or whatever. A lot of crazy stuff was going on.
I might be talking out of turn. I think she left him at the altar. I think it got that far.
That sounds right.
She was arguably the most famous woman in the world. Yeah. And this wedding that was supposed to be something between the two of us became something so big.
So that was Hook. That was 1991. Her other 1991 films were Sleeping with the Enemy.
Great movie.
I'm glad you saw it. I did not. Dying Young. Did you see Dying Young?
I did not see Dying Young.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't either. This was a little bit early for me. I mean, I did.
It's a weepy.
Yeah. I did not see Pretty Woman in a theater. I think it was rated R.
I believe it probably was
rated R. And it came
R.
out when we were 12, so
yeah,
I was
not seeing. I saw inappropriate things,
yeah.
but not romantic comedy inappropriate things.
So I didn't see that early, but I mean, it's notable enough that I did see it eventually. But I did not see these early 90s movies. I did see Hook, not in a theater, but since then. I did see The Player, where she met Lyle Lovett.
That's right. She shows up at the very end as a surprise cameo as herself.
As herself, yeah. She's going to the
gas chamber.
And then does she shoot her way out?
No. Somebody breaks in. I forgot who it is.
And then she gets carried out.
And she gets carried out.
Oh, I can't remember who. I did watch that scene.
It's the end of the romantic comedy. It's like, she's been partying, get her out of there. And he breaks the glass and then picks her up and triumphantly walks out. And they do a parody of Officer and a Gentleman.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Carrying her out to the sunset. I don't remember what Lyle Lovett did. I think he was more a part of the plot of the film, right?
I think so. He was an investigator.
Yeah.
He was with Whoopi Goldberg, and he was one of the detectives.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know who Lyle Lovett is, because he's not particularly popular now, he's a country singer that was fairly popular in the time.
After tying the knot at St. James Lutheran Church, the couple started married life at Deer Creek Music Center, where Lovett and his band performed. Former RTV6 reporter Deborah Darnell broke the big news to several concert goers.
To the news?
No.
Oh. Yeah, he got married.
No, he didn't.
Julia Roberts.
Is that right? Sure.
Oh, no.
That's hard to believe.
I don't know much about her.
Julia Roberts?
Oh, no! What, is it really?
Yes.
More power to her. Better than Kiefer Sutherland.
He seems like a very just kind of, I don't know what the word demure, but very kind of just
sort of soft-spoken.
Soft-spoken, kind of
Yeah.
shy dude.
Yeah. I don't think, maybe one day we'll do an episode about paparazzi in the 90s. Paparazzi was nutso in the 90s.
Oh,
because
yeah.
because we didn't have social media. So everything that was talked about in very specific publications and very specific shows. And
It was all about getting that picture.
It was all about getting the picture, the new guy, the pregnancy, the, without makeup, the, those sorts of like gotcha kind of pictures.
I also think Lyle Lovett, he's not an ugly dude, but he's a dude who looks like he's a country musician.
Yeah.
And you're stepping off of Keith or Sutherland, you're stepping off of, not of Benjamin Bratt, that was later,
Yeah.
but like Benjamin Bratt, these very handsome, attractive actors.
Yeah.
I think all he heard all the time was like, man, why you?
Yeah. So 1992, she really didn't do very much, but then in 1993, she did The Pelican Brief with Denzel Washington.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. That is one of those.
One of the John Grishams.
Yes. John Grisham was very popular in the 90s. These like courtroom, because he was a lawyer.
Yes.
And so it was these courtroom movies that were very successful for a good chunk of time. And The Firm and The Client. So her next film was 1994's I Love Trouble with Nick Nolte.
A perfect pair. Oh, the adorable Nick Nolte. This is his like just on the cusp of his just complete mental and physical breakdown from being a leading man.
It was only a couple years after Prince of Tides, which I haven't seen a ton of Nick Nolte films, but Prince of Tides he's really good in.
Does he have? Oh, no, he is a great actor.
Yeah,
he is a mess of a human being.
Well, yeah,
he was but I mean this was right on the cusp.
Okay.
This was right before the mugshot, basically, and him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Anyways, they play competing Chicago newspaper reporters.
Have you seen it?
Nope.
It's cute.
I bet.
They don't have any chemistry whatsoever. It's like he basically is like her grandfather, but
yeah, that tracks. So here is one that I have seen, weirdly. Something to Talk About. Do you know that one?
No.
Something to Talk About is 1995, and it has like the greatest casting that has ever been done in a Julia Roberts film.
Hit me.
It has her and Kyra Sedgwick playing sisters.
Okay.
Do you know Kyra Sedgwick?
I do know Kyra Sedgwick.
When you saw the casting notices for this film, you're like, yeah, I can see that.
That tracks.
Yeah.
I take it the title of this is based on the Bonnie Raitt song of the same name.
Probably. I mean,
or was that Something to Talk About? Because that was Give 'Em Something to Talk. That was the Bonnie Raitt one.
Yeah, Something to Talk About.
Yeah.
I think they were like, hey, Pretty Woman worked. Let's do it again with Julia Roberts and call it Something to Talk About. It's not like a fantastic film. I don't remember much about it. There's a girl in like a young girl in it that's sort of, I think her name is Doodlebug, and I'm not a fan of that.
Her actual name?
No, the character name. It's a character nickname. But Dennis Quaid is in it. Robert Duvall, Jenna Rollins. So good cast.
I do remember the Jenna Rollins thing.
Yeah. So that is one that I did see. I don't know that I would highly recommend it to anybody, but it was pretty cute. Now we come to the Friends episode, which is...
This is a Super Bowl one.
The Super Bowl one, yeah.
Okay, so she is currently dating Matthew Perry in the time.
Yeah, well, basically. I don't know if they started dating once they co-starred or when they found out that she was going to be in the show or whatever. They didn't date for a hugely long time. But I think that he did write about it in his book.
Is your name Chandler?
Yes, it is.
Chandler Bing.
Do you know me, or are you just really good at this game?
I'm Susie Moss. 4th grade, glasses. I used to carry around a box of animal crackers like a purse.
Hey, yeah, wow. You look... Great job growing up.
Then in 1996, she did Mary Riley.
Oh, yes, period drama.
Yeah, that's related to Frankenstein, right?
Yeah, she did not pull off the accent very well from what
No.
I remember. I think she was criticized for her British accent.
I mean, That's fine. Then she also did Michael Collins. That was another period piece, though. Different period, but...
Michael Collins. Yeah, no, the name sounds familiar. I don't remember Michael Collins.
I think Michael Collins is like a Irish story, or like about... Like Michael Collins is a notable Irish...
It sounds like she's trying to get into the Oscar, I'm a real actress
Right.
phase.
She's definitely trying to get serious and not play to, her strengths, which is, her sort of girl next door charm.
I remember in Mary Riley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mary Riley. They kind of, I wouldn't say they doubted her up, but she certainly was not made up. She looked like someone who lived in a very dirty Victorian time.
Right. So Michael Collins was a Neil Jordan film,
Okay.
and it had Liam Neeson.
Oh, no, I do. It's 100%. I saw this in the theater.
Yeah, and Aidan Quinn.
I completely forgot she was in that movie.
Yeah.
And I bet she has an amazing Irish accent.
I don't know what her name is. Kitty Kiernan.
Yep. Sounds about right.
You know what? I don't think I saw that many of her films in the 1990s. I saw more of her 2000s films. I've seen most of the 2000s
I've seen
films.
a lot of these films and did not remember she was in them.
Okay, which is weird because most of the time, if
She's
it's a
the
Julia
lead.
Roberts film,
Yeah,
but
Michael Collins, she's not. Steel Magnolias, I didn't really.
yeah. So 1996, she also did what many, many, many actors did in the 1990s for no reason at all: be in a Woody Allen film.
Oh, which one is she in?
Guess. Yeah, you're not gonna get it.
What year is it?
1996.
No, it's not Deconstructing Harry.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not going to get it. Is it the singing one that Drew Barrymore's in? Everybody says. It is. I get ding, ding, ding.
Ding ding. Yep, she's in Everyone Says I Love You.
Notorious flop.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. It's a musical, right?
In reality, yes. In execution, not so much.
Right. So yeah, Drew Barrymore of a previous episode was also in this film, along with Goldie Hawn and Edward Norton. But this was a time period, I feel like all of the 90s. He just started, especially young actresses, would just do his films for no reason.
Yeah, it was the reason I always say if you're going to do anything in the later 90s, like it was like 99, 98, it's like this and Deconstructing Harry are the ones where he just got like a huge ensemble cast of people coming in for like one scene.
Yeah. And then she did probably the most successful other film of the 1990s. Can you guess?
Is this the one where she plays the lawyer, right?
Nope.
Oh, no, I'm not there yet. Okay. No, please go ahead.
My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh, yes. Okay.
My Best Friend's Wedding in 1997. This is probably the film that I saw in the theater.
Cameron Diaz is in
Yep.
that.
Cameron Diaz, Dermot Mulroney, Rupert Everett. All of those names
The
are so
gang is all back.
so interchangeable
Just
to me. So, yeah, she tries to ruin her best friend's wedding.
Yeah, no, it was a cute movie. I remember that.
It was a cute movie.
I remember that was the film that I actually kind of, wouldn't say fell in love with, but understood the Cameron Diaz thing.
Oh, like the appeal of her?
Yeah, because I mean, The Mask is fine. She's just like a blonde in that movie. It's nothing
She's
special.
also not an actress really in The Mask yet. It's her first
she's still a
film.
model. And then she did something about Mary, which she's kind of a punchline. She doesn't really get a lot of good scenes per se. But this one,
But she holds her own.
But this one, she's kind of playing naive.
Yeah,
which I thought
she's
was
playing
really-
sweet.
Yeah, and Julia Roberts is playing against tight because she's the aggressor.
Yeah, she's the one who is unlikable. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that one did very well. And she did get a Golden Globe nomination for that film. Also in 1997, Conspiracy Theory.
Starring Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Directed by Richard Donner of Lethal Weapon fame and
Nice.
Superman the movie.
Now, this is a film that I actually saw multiple times because I worked in a movie theater the year that it was out. So I think I saw it 3 or 4 times
Also
in the
has
theater.
Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart in it as well as the heavy.
Yeah.
No, it's actually
I liked it.
Richard Donner had not had a good movie in a while, and it's a pretty good, like just little
Yeah.
fun thriller movie.
Yeah. I'm not great at plot points, as you know, but the general vibe of my experience of watching Conspiracy Theory is I liked it. I'd watch it again.
Yeah, it's a grandma,
Despite Mel
the
Gibson.
kids, everybody,
Yeah.
outside of maybe a couple, assassinations. It's family fun.
Mm-hmm. So here is something of interest.
I want you to meet someone. Murphy Brown, this is Julia Roberts.
Oh, wow. I'm such a big fan of yours.
Can you believe I knew her when she was just a tadpole? I was producing game shows out of New York.
It was my very first job. I was the prize girl on Use It or Lose It.
Yeah, she lasted 2 days.
So she appeared on 2 episodes of Murphy Brown.
2?
What? Playing herself.
Okay.
I think it was one of those like finale things.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh my God, we need a big star. And this is towards the end of the series of Murphy Brown too, when they kept having like big stars.
And
on
she
it.
had the baby.
It could have been after that, yeah.
I'm about to say it's pretty late in the game for Murphy Brown, but Murphy Brown had some pretty notable, like I don't know if it was the Candace Bergen thing or
I don't know, but they had a gag. Now, Julia Roberts did not play the secretary, but they had a gag where every single episode there was a new secretary.
the new secretary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's funny. Do you know? To fact check? Did you fact check to see if that fact that she mentioned that she was the Use It or Lose It girl or whatever?
Oh no, I think that's made up.
Okay. I don't know if that was
But
like
maybe.
she was a spitball and they just used it.
Yeah, and that was Lily Tomlin
Oh no joke.
in the scene. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Then in 1998, she was in a movie with Susan Sarandon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Stepmother.
Stepmom. Yep.
I saw Stepmom. And
I did too.
That is the guy who did Mrs. Doubtfire.
Is
I
it?
believe. I think it's Chris Columbus.
Let's
Of
check.
Home Alone fame as well.
It was directed by Chris Columbus. Good brain.
Yes.
Yay. So yeah, Ed Harris was married to Susan Sarandon. They got divorced. They have some kids. And Julia Roberts comes in and is stepmom, and she has to navigate the relationship with the mom.
As a man, I'll take any movie that has Susan Sarandon and Julia Roberts.
Yeah,
that's a duo I can get behind.
Yeah, I bet. Here's another fun one.
Oh, hi. Hi. This is Elmo's friend, Julia.
Hi.
Yeah, Julia and Elmo are going to show you what it looks like when someone is afraid. Yeah.
Right, and I'm going to be the someone who is afraid.
Yeah, and Elmo is going to be the one who makes Julia afraid. Yeah, Elmo is a monster, and monsters are good at that. Yeah. Okay, here Elmo go. Julia, that is not afraid.
I'm sorry, Elmo, but you made me laugh.
Also in the 90s, there was a big trend of celebrities coming on Sesame Street.
Sesame Street is one of those things. If they call you, you're not going to say
Yeah,
no.
you just go. So she did. Then in 1999, she did really well in the late 90s. These are films that I've actually seen. Notting Hill.
I was going to say Notting Hill. Notting Hill is great. That's what's his name?
With Hugh Grant.
Yeah, Hugh Grant.
And of course,
And don't forget, I'm also just a girl. Standing in front of a boy. Asking him to love her.
yeah, so that's where that comes from.
She also plays essentially a version of herself in that film.
She plays a movie star who falls in love with like a bookkeeper in a very posh neighborhood in London.
And that was Hugh Grant?
That was Hugh Grant.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was some other
Yeah,
guy.
that was only a few years after Forwardings and Funeral, which was, of course, his huge breakout. And he was very popular. Hugh Grant was one of my favorites in the late 90s.
He's found a whole new thing as
As Paddington.
the silver
Yeah.
fox kind of artful dodger.
Yeah. I don't hate it, but Paddington would be where you would know him from if you were a child these days. She did get a Golden Globe nomination, and then also in 1999.
This is the one she wins the Oscar for, right?
Nope.
No.
The bride is walking down the aisle. Maggie Carpenter is walking down the aisle. Seems very confident in her approach. She's at the first pew. Bride seems
What is it?
a bit hesitant.
It's Runaway Bride.
She's turning in. Oh, she's running. Where's she going? Lock the door!
Yep. So
The reteaming
of
Richard Gere and Julia
Julia
Roberts.
Roberts.
Again,
is it Gary Marshall?
that's a good question. It might be.
Well,
We can at least do our due diligence.
Yeah, I will check that. Gary Marshall. So yes, he did. So it was all of them together again. I think Hector Elizondo was in it too, wasn't he?
I think
he might have been.
I think he's his good luck charm. I think he's in a lot of his films.
Yeah. Yeah, hey. Do what works. So then in 1999, she was in an episode of Law and Order, which is where she met Benjamin Bratt.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Or no, I think she was dating him first, and then he convinced her to be on an episode.
Because there was a thing. I mean, they don't really do it much anymore, but the celebrity stunt casting on that show is pretty good back in the day.
Okay, now finally, it's not the 90s anymore. It is the year 2000, but she appears in.
I'm not going to remember the name. I hate to say it. Give me the name, please. But
Erin Brockovich.
Erin Brockovich, yes,
yep.
with Albert Finney.
First of all, since the demur, we have more than 400 plaintiffs, and let's be honest, we all know there are more out there. They may not be the most sophisticated people, but they do know how to divide, and $20 million isn't shit when you split it between them.
Aaron.
Second of all, these people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without worrying that they'll have to have a hysterectomy at the age of 20 or have their spine deteriorate like Stan Bloom, another client of ours. So before you come back here with another lame-ass offer, I want you to think real hard about what your spine is worth, Mr. Walker.
Yeah, so this is a movie based on a real person named Erin Brockovich, who was, I believe, like a law assistant of some sort. And she somehow discovered or was given the information that water was being polluted in the area.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the premise?
That was.
Yeah.
There was a contamination.
Yeah.
And she was finding out. She goes around on her own while carrying basically a kid and a baby on her arm.
Yeah.
And goes around and interviews the entire town and takes it on herself to basically break this story and take down this entire corporation.
Yeah. And the reality of it is that she did make very significant changes.
If in these times you want to see a feel-good movie about the taking down corporate America,
right?
This is the film, baby.
It's true.
It's a film for our times. Feel good.
Yep. So that was the 90s. Now, who would you compare her to in terms of other actresses of that time?
Of that time?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I would say Sandra Bullock. She was another one of those actresses that broke out remarkably.
100%. They are both kind of opposites, but also going for the same roles.
To a certain extent, I think that Sandra Bullock skews a little action.
Because she started on Speed.
And
she's a little more athletic.
And Demolition Man was one of her early films. And the other actress I would say who would be in that genre, who was probably looking at the same sorts of roles for a chunk of these years, is Meg Ryan.
100%.
Who, I don't know that people even remember Meg Ryan because she's kind of been completely out of the spotlight for at least 10 years.
She didn't make it out of the 90s.
I think she did. I think she made it out of the 90s. I don't think she made it to the 2010s.
Yeah.
She probably made it through the first decade of the 2000s.
She didn't make it past The Women.
I guess. I mean, that's a really bad example.
I think she was definitely, I think Julia Roberts never got caught up with this because I think she's one of the rare actresses that I think because she stepped away and she didn't keep trying to play roles that were way too young for herself, that she didn't get caught up in, she still keeps getting cast and she didn't get caught up with, forget her, she's old old news.
Yeah. Well, but I think also because she wasn't trying to stay young, she doesn't have a lot of that very obvious like plastic surgery that kind of ruins an actress's face and makes it
Sandra
harder
Bullock's
for them
the same
to read.
thing.
Sandra Bullock looks
she
great too.
great.
Yeah. Meg Ryan seems to have
she's another
unfortunately
person.
got some fillers and stuff.
I think you're right on the money. I think Meg Ryan is a little.
I think that's why she stepped away.
Yeah, I think it stepped away because what I was going to say is she's the one who got so much flack about her appearance and everything that I think it just kind of broke her.
Yeah.
But Sandra Bullock kind of did the same thing with Julia Roberts. She had a great 90s. She had an okay 2000s.
Yep.
And then she just stepped away.
Yeah.
And she
did
still,
what she wanted to do.
But she can still come in. She did something like The Lost City or something just even 5 years ago. And that was a huge blockbuster.
Yeah.
She can come in and do Gravity or do something. And she hadn't done something for 5 years.
Right.
The anticipation of them coming back and doing a film, they'll still get streaming numbers or fill the seats,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's enough people who are our age or are older or younger than us who remember them and have sort of a soft spot for them. And so, especially if we haven't seen them, like you said, there is an anticipation. Oh, they're doing something else. Let's check it out. And that's enough numbers to make it basically successful. All right. So since this is a performer, actress, Julia Roberts, we are going to do our top 3 gateway drugs to access her as a performer. If you've never seen her or don't really know what she does, or if you'd like to re-examine things that we think are the best, and it doesn't have to be just from the 90s. It'd be nice if one was from the 90s. But what are your 3 top things that you would want somebody to view of Julia Roberts?
All right. I'll start off and you go. So,
Okay.
I would start off with Sleeping with the Enemy.
Okay.
It's fun in like the way Hand that Rocks the Cradle or like Lifetime movies where it's like crazy husband, wife trying, abusive wife trying to get out. And it's just, I don't know if it's a fantastic movie, but I think that she's really good in it. And I think it's a good time. It's kind of campy.
I would say for my first choice is Notting Hill. I like Hugh Grant a lot. And I believe it was Richard Curtis who directed it.
It is Richard
And
Curtis.
so it was the same team who did 4 Weddings and a Funeral, which is another 90s favorite of mine. And I think that she plays the character of big time movie star very well. And I think it's a cute movie and I need to watch it again.
One might say it's method.
Well, let's just say it wasn't hard.
Yeah. And so I'm actually going to go with, I'm going to be Mr. Obscure again. I'm going to go with Flatliners. She does not have a big part in this film, but I think that she is the reason why the film works. Because there's always this thing in these kind of movies, you're like, why in the world are you trying to kill yourself and bring yourself back? Like, this is stupid. And she's the one person in the film that keeps saying, why are we doing this? This is stupid.
Nice.
You know, so I appreciate that. But I do think that Flatliners is a pretty interesting genre film of its time. It has a pretty fun cast, too.
All right. Well, I'm going to steal everybody's favorite, at least yours, throughout this entire episode, Aaron Brockovich.
Okay.
I think it is a pretty good film. It's a good lawyer drama with sort of some comic elements. I think it's strong. It's a good performance, and I'd watch it again.
Right. And to top it off, in The Ant Bully, she plays.
Stop.
Paul Giamatti is good in The Ant Bully. I'll give it that.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
Plays the exterminator. No, My Best Friend's Wedding, probably number 1 for me because I love her playing against type. I love her playing the jealous one. And I think that pairing was really good. And I kind of wish that they had done more together.
For my final one, I would say Pretty Woman, except that I just watched it. And it's a low-hanging fruit. I think it's well-known. If you've seen a Julia Roberts film, it is probably this one. So you're not learning anything from me there. I am going to say Conspiracy Theory, despite Mel Gibson. We have it on DVD. I see it right in front of me. And so at some point, I thought it was worth $16.99 to put on my shelf. So maybe one day in the near future, it will be viewed again.
You have chosen correctly.
Thank you. I think, do we have all of the ones that I selected? We have Conspiracy Theory. We have Aaron Brockovich.
Just to give a little behind the scenes, we're in the basement right now recording this, our studio, and we have our wall of about 1,000 just rotting ephemeral media DVDs.
Yeah, we
can stare at and look. And yeah, I think we pretty much have.
We have a bunch
almost
of Julia
all of
Roberts.
it. We don't have that. We don't have any of that. We don't have the Nick Nolte pairings.
No, but we have Ocean's 11.
We do have Ocean's 11. I believe we have Ocean's 12 in there somewhere, maybe.
I don't see it, but maybe it's somewhere else.
But yeah, no, we're well versed.
Yeah, we got
in Julia Roberts.
We got a pretty good collection. And I still need to watch Steel Magnolias, honestly. I have the DVD of it. That needs to be the first viewing.
I'm going to put it on here. Herbert Ross, I think, directed that one, just so I can really go over the top on this episode.
Do you want me to check?
Yeah, this is the big drum roll, please. I'm going to live and die by this.
Herbert Ross.
Hot damn.
You're so good at this.
All right. So
this has been.
I think we nailed it. This has been Dave
and Cheryl
and the 90s.
Pretty Woman? What's that?
It's just a movie from the 80s.
Oh my God, we gotta watch this. Look what they're saying about it. As funny as it is touching, Gene Shalit. This movie made me laugh so hard I had mild headaches. So I went to the doctor and got myself checked out. I'm currently awaiting results. Gene Siskel. Everyone seems to love this. We gotta watch it.
Got a favorite 90s moment or topic you want us to dive into? We'd love to hear about it. If you think we got everything wrong, we'd love to hear about that too. Drop us an email at andthe90spod@gmail.com, link in the episode description, and you can be damn sure that we'll read your comments on the show. Also, if you're digging the show, please rate, comment, subscribe, and tell everyone you know to check us out. It really does make a difference. Till next time, remember, we're nostalgia for the olds and education for the youths.